What's up, my people? Hoodie22 coming at you again with another video. Now, we're coming from NBA2K26. What am I doing today? I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a roster quick and effectively for those of you guys who just work. Don't feel like putting in all the hours of creating a roster, but you just want to get into play now and, play a pretty decent game. I know sliders will make it feel better, but this is how you can get in and create your roster real quick. So I'm going to be calling this what I did in my video like 2 months ago, RBG, roster building guide. Teach you how to build a roster out effectively so you could get better gameplay. Now, I'm not going to promise you it's going to completely make the game better because there's so much that you have to do with rosters and sliders, and you have to tweak a lot, honestly, to get a complete gameplay. But this is just for somebody who just want to, work all day, kind of want to just come in, get on 2K and have fun. We're going to go in to create a roster, NBA modern current, but it can be any era you pretty much want to play. We're going to go to official 2K roster. This is the official 2K roster that 2K updates. It's pretty much not a designated time when they update it. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go into, first things first, we're going to go to coaching. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn run plays down to at least 15, because we're not going to take the time out to gut the playbook out, because a lot of these plays in the playbooks are like old. Like, honestly, it shouldn't be that much post-ups and things like that. You should not see a lot of post-ups in playbooks nowadays. Also, you wouldn't see many handoffs. And you shouldn't see no post-up high at all, honestly. Unless it's for, like, Jokic, maybe. Probably would do, like, one post-up high. But other than that, I would take a lot of isolation out, too. 60 plays is too much. I mean, teams are not running that many plays, honestly. I would kind of slim it down to about 20, but we're not going to do that here. Like I said, this is going to be quick. So I would turn it down to 15, right? And you want to kind of get your bench depth at 10, turn your bench utilization down to maybe 30, because you want to keep your starters in for majority of the time. So basically that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and we're going to just, kind of cycle through the coaches. And for every team, you kind of just want to go down 20. Yeah, we'll do, 15. Yeah, we could do 15 and 10. So, yeah. 15, you want to have a good 10 players in your rotation. What do we use for bench utilization? Bench utilization, we'll do 30, right? So, this will keep your starters in majority of the game, and you just go through with all the coaches and make those same changes, right? The reason why you turn and run plays frequency down is because it's so many plays, the game is like staticky, right? It kind of cancels out a lot of the tendencies, and I've actually tested this a lot, honestly. It kind of cancels out the tendencies, right? So I don't know why I just edited that system proficiency preference. Yeah, don't pay attention to that. You kind of want to turn it down because there's so many plays. It's gonna static out the tendencies, right? So a lot of time you'll just see some weird like dribble animations and things like that. You can just kind of like get rid of that just by doing these simple settings. I'm not gonna go through every team and do it. Also, what you want to do is you want to come over here to emphasis, and you see how I got neutral offensive focus, average tempo, crash the glass. I would just suggest put some crash, others get back for every team, some crash, others run, and this will kind of give you like a transition feel. But it also balance rebounding. So I would just go through every team and put some crash, others run. Except for a few teams that just literally live out the transition, like somebody like the Celtics, they run in transition. They kind of like slow down. The Hornets, they run in transition. The Jazz are actually running in transition. The Knicks, They kind of go into 6 more now. The Lakers are running transition. The Magic are running transition now. They're not necessarily good at it, but they do. This is actually, I would do some crash, others get back for the Mavs. Same thing there. Same thing there. Pacers running transition. Not as much with Halliburton out, but they do. Things like that. And then you want to kind of do it like that. Also, you want to go through with defensive focus and you want to make it neutral. So this kind of like helps the defense be balanced. This is just for like quick edit of rosters. You want to go through and get neutral for that. And for defensive aggression, I suggest you make it physical so it can be like competitive. I will put every team on physical. Now I know that's not realistic in real life, but like I said, this is quick edit, so it'll help you get better turnouts with your gameplay, honestly. Especially with the playbooks being on 60. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to all players, and I know this is gonna affect like the historic players, but this is like if you're gonna play with like the older eras, just go to eras and do this, and then you could just build out your roster that way. But what you want to do is you want to get into the tendencies and you want to come to shot close. You want to go all the way down to 0. And no, we're not going to leave it at 0, but in today's NBA, you're not going to see many teams shooting shot close. So we'll kind of just put it on like 10. And then what you want to do is shot under basket. You want to put that on like 50. We'll do like 50. Yeah. So basically that's like all the shots up under the goal or around the rim. Things like that. We'll put that on like 50. And that could be like for bigs and guards. We'll put that on 50. Another thing, spot up mid, completely get rid of it. Nobody spots up at the mid range at all nowadays. Nobody spots up at the mid range at all. And so we're going to turn all the way down to 0. Off screen mid range is basically like if somebody comes set you a pick. If I'm the point guard like Tyrese Maxey and Embiid comes and set me a pick, as soon as he come off that pick, he's going to pull the shot. So off screen mid, we'll put that on like 40. And then let's see. Off screen 3, we're going to put that on like 35. We'll do 35. That's a good balance. And then spot up 3, you want to go higher with spot up 3. Because you want your players to spot up more. Now, this is going to affect the Hall of Fame players. Because like I said, it's quick edit. You can go through every team and do it. But somebody who's really just want to get in and play now, they're not going to really just want to go through and like cycle through. Last year, you could go to quick edit and cycle through all the teams. This year, you can't. So it would take all day. Shot 3-point, you kind of want to go up to like 75 for all the players. Actually, nah, I wouldn't touch. No, I just thought about it. No, I wouldn't touch shot 3-point because some players that don't shoot threes will shoot threes. So let's cancel that shot 3-point out. Let's cancel that out. Contested mid-range. That's a little high. We'll do probably about, we'll lower it all the way down to 0 and then go to like 50. Yeah, we'll do 50. And then contested 3, we'll go all the way down to 0 and then we'll probably go up to like 65. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll go up to 65. Spin jumpers, I won't really care for that too much. We'll kind of go like the 25, maybe 30. 20. We could do 25. Because you don't see a lot of spin jumpers in the game unless it's like certain guards. Now, drive pull up mid range is going to trigger that weird animation where you're driving to the basket and you're just going to stop, pop, and pull. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to put it on like 15, because you still want to be able to pull up from the mid range. Drive pull up 3, we'll do that like, I say 35, maybe 35, yeah. Spot up drive. So this is how often you're gonna drive from a spot up 3 position. Not many players are doing that nowadays. They're pretty much gonna shoot if they have an open shot. We'll just balance it out and put it at 50. Off screen drive. If you set a pick, how often am I gonna drive to the basket? I'll say probably about like, we'll do 68, because you want to still be able to drive in the lane to the basket off a screen. It's not gonna driving tendency is how often you're gonna drive the basketball. Off screen drive is like when you're coming off a pick and roll, and if you're gonna attack the basket off the pick and roll, like somebody like D Rose or Ja Morant, things like that, you want that kind of high. We're gonna put driving at 95. Hop step layups, we're gonna turn this all the way down. There's only like 3 or 4 players I've seen do hop step layups still. Jimmy Butler's one, DeMar DeRozan is one, Scotty Barnes, I've seen it a little. There's another player, I can't remember. There's LeBron James does it a little. Kawhi does it a little, but everybody else, they don't do hop step layup. Now Euro step layup is gonna be more prominent, so we're gonna put that on like 75. We'll put Euro step on 75. Honestly, yeah, we'll do that. 75. And then we'll go through spin layup. We'll probably put this on 50. Now, the game this year does not draw a lot of fouls. It does not draw a lot of fouls. I've tried tweaking the sliders, and I don't think the sliders work for shooting fouls. I want to be fouled on the jump shot, right? So we're gonna turn step through up all the way on 95. I want to see more foul jump shooters in this game. Like, I've even turned the sliders down for everything else except for like shooting fouls, and it's still not making a difference. You want to see more alley-oops, so kind of get alley-oop on like 80. We'll go down to 80. And you ain't really got to worry about these. Jab step, I would turn jab step all the way down, because that's pretty much like Kobe era, LeBron era a little, mostly Jordan era. We're going to turn that all the way down. We're going to turn triple threat idle down too, because the only people that really idles is people like James Harden, Luka. I've seen Dame do it, Giannis do it, Jokic do it, but it's basically where they stand still with the ball and watches the play develop. Triple threat shoot, we're gonna turn that all the way down to 45. And this is gonna help with a lot of gameplay, honestly. 45. Yeah, we'll do 45. Right? And then we're not really gonna worry about dribbling. Dish to open man is when they're dribbling the basketball, they're driving to the basketball, and if they're wide open, I mean not the basketball, when they're driving to the goal, if they're wide open, they're gonna kick it out to a person open at the 3-point line. We're gonna turn that all the way down to 30. And then we'll turn all the isolations down. I'm not gonna go through all the way and just turn them all the way down to 0, but I would prefer you to turn all the isolations down on 0. For the video's sake purpose, we're not gonna go through and turn them all down to 0. Spot up, you want to get everybody on spot up. I'll put them on 75 spot up. And turn post up. Post up is another one. Where is post up? We'll turn post up down to like 15. You don't really see players posting up anymore nowadays. We'll turn it now. We'll turn down to 10 since it's like a unanimous. Yeah, we'll do 10. I think that's everything. No, fouls. You want to turn fouls up for everybody at least like 80. We want to get more jump foul shooters. We'll turn everybody up to 80 because I want to see more jump shooting fouls. And then contest shots, you want to get this up to like, I'm going to say 85. 85. You want to get more blocks. We'll put blocks at like 75. And then we'll do it like that. Alright. Now, another thing about the where is it at? Can't find it. Hustle. You want to turn hustle down to 50. Turn hustle down to 50. And this is going to help you get better gameplay. Like, honestly, I mean, it's not gonna make a big deal, but the things that I showed you today is a quick way to get into and you could just put it like, save it like as, we could just say quick roster. So when you go in, we'll just say, so when you go in to play now, you could just like go over, let's say you have your sliders, right? Let's just say y'all want to go in and you just be like, oh well, I'm gonna go in and download Hoodie Paps sliders. We're gonna do that. Make sure the game speed at 54. Let's say we do 5 minutes, and then you come over to play now, quick play, and then you just upload your quick roster, and then your tendencies will be in there, right? And you could go in and play your game. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little longer than I thought it would be, but I'm glad you guys joined me. I appreciate all the likes and the subscribers, and I'll be coming to you with more content in the future. You guys be easy.